All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Mindful Moments session. It's an honor to be able to host these sessions for you all. Um, and thank you so much for coming today. My name is Jean, and this week we will be talking about the mindful quality of joy, specifically in relation to strengthening a positive outlook. So, we're going to be talking about how to strengthen a positive outlook. So, joy is a deep sense of well being infused with delight. Mindfulness helps us recognize what brings us joy and what blocks it. So it's easier said than done, but really, we're going to be talking about strengthening a positive outlook. So, cultivating our mind towards the positive takes sustained effort. But if we compensate with our brain's bias by actively looking for and choosing the good, we will feel more happier, more peaceful, and more open and caring towards others. And ultimately, it will make us more joyful and have that sense of well being. So, we're going to be talking about some ways or methods that we can use to help us strengthen a positive outlook. Um, so, hardwiring our brains for positivity by practicing kindness and savoring happiness. So, one of the ways that we can help us to strengthen our positive outlook is to gladden the heart. And what this means is just to kind of, it's a variation of the loving kindness practice, and its purpose is to help us be more inclined towards the positive. So, what we can do is we can picture in our minds someone or something that we love. For example, our maybe your friend or your partner, or maybe even a pet. So, picturing an image of something or someone that you love for 15 seconds. All right. And another way is to delight in micro moments of joy. So, what this means is to savor those moments, happy moments, to savor them and really kind of be in the present in those moments and delight in them. And then these feelings of joy and happiness will stick with you around longer. And it will help us to strengthen our positive outlook. So, starting in the morning is a good way to kind of maybe savor the beauty of the sunset or savor anything that you're having for breakfast, for example, a smoothie. Or maybe savor the moments with your pet. And finally, another method that we can use to help us strengthen a positive outlook is to practice loving kindness, specifically for the day ahead. So what we're going to do is, for example, if we know our schedule or kind of a general outline for a day, thinking about the people that we may encounter, each and every person that we are expecting to encounter, and wishing them, using the loving kindness practice and wishing them well. It will help us kind of kickstart our day with those positive thoughts, and it will also help us when we're encountering those people later in our day and we have those positive thoughts that will really radiate on our face. So we're going to be practicing the loving kindness practice. So what I would like us to do is think about someone that you may be meeting today or tomorrow, and we're going to practice this around 3 times, and each time I would like us to think about a different person, and we're going to wish each person well wishes using this loving kindness practice. All right. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be happy. All right, now picture another person that you're going to encounter either today or tomorrow. And we're going to wish them well. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be well. And this time, picture again another person. And we're going to wish them well. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be happy. All right. Now we're going to kind of transition to our weekly mindful moments practice. But before that, we're going to, as always, take 3 deep breaths to help us prepare. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, enjoy. All right, now that we are done with our weekly mindful practice, we're going to have a transition to our discussion. So, thinking about these questions, why is strengthening a positive outlook so important, particularly in the mornings? What are moments of joy in your life? So, reflecting on these moments of joy will actually bring us closer to strengthening our positive outlook. And also, how can we overcome our negative thoughts and turn to joy? So, I'll start with why is strengthening a positive outlook so important in the morning? Um, I think it's really important because well being, like the sense of joy, is best achieved through practice. And when we start with a positive outlook in the morning, we're going to maximize the effect throughout the day, and we're going to have the whole day to kind of work on improving our positive outlook and maintaining our positive outlook. So I think it's so important to start in the morning, and also uh, for some of the methods that we talked about earlier, the one where we have to think about our schedule for the day, which is usually we think about that in the mornings. And we think about what kinds of people we'll encounter and wishing them well wishes. So, morning, like in the mindful books that I've been reading, they've been mentioning things about the morning and how it's important to start off well in the mornings. Also, what are the moments of joy in my life? I think moments of joy in my life are uh, related when I spend time with my family. I think those are kind of the moments where I feel really joyful and I savor those moments. Also, other than spending time with my family, I also really like it when I feel like I've accomplished something. So, like, I've been productive with my studying or something related to that, or I've done something meaningful. So, doing things that are important to me and accomplishing them, those also kind of bring me joy. I also really like planning for these mindfulness sessions. I really like spending time being mindful. I think that also brings me joy. How can we overcome our negative thoughts and turn to joy? I think this is really important because naturally our brain's bias is to kind of focus on the negative thoughts. Like if I've seen some studies and on that have been published, and they talk about how our brain kind of sticks to the negative thoughts. It's kind it's kind of because we it's like our natural instinct, since our brain is trying to protect us from any dangers or anything that would make us feel uncomfortable. So we collect all these negative information, or we really kind of accumulate those negative thoughts. And that's just our natural instinct. But in order to overcome this kind of baseline instinct, what we can, like we said earlier, we can kind of carry out acts of kindness, showing kindness, being kind, and also actively seeking for those good moments of joy in our lives, actively seeking for goodness. That will help us overcome our negative thoughts. And it's really not easy. I think this is something that a lot of people struggle with. And I also struggle with kind of sometimes overcoming negative thoughts. So, next time, if you feel yourself thinking kind of those negative thoughts or getting stuck in those thoughts, try to remember the three things that we talked about. So, gladdening your heart, picturing something or someone that we love, and holding that image for even just 15 seconds can help us strengthen our positive outlook and kind of get us out of those negative thoughts. Also, the other thing was delighting in micro moments of joy. So, savoring those moments of joy that we have, and also practicing those loving kindness practices that we did earlier in the session. If it's the morning, we can think about our schedule and we can think about the people that we're going to meet and wish them well wishes. Or we can even wish ourselves well wishes. So as we're nearing towards the end of this mindful moments session, we're going to kind of close with our weekly quote. And this relates to what we've been talking about this week, the mindful quality that we've been talking about this week, joy, specifically in relation to strengthening a positive outlook. So, if you want light to come into your life, you must stand where it is shining. I chose this quote because I thought it was really meaningful, because I think sometimes it can be really easy for us to get stuck in our negative thoughts. But one thing to keep in mind is that if we want things to turn for the better, then we'll have to actively search for the better. So we have to actively search for the light. And we must stand where it is shining so that there's a chance of things turning for the better, and have hope and kind of like a positive mindset. All right, that's all I have for today's Mindful Moments session. I hope you all enjoyed it. And feel free to leave any feedback. It would be much appreciated. I always like growing from my feedback. And I hope you all Happy New Year. And I hope you all have a wonderful, mindful, joyful 2021. Thank you so much for coming and joining my session today. I hope you all have a wonderful week and a wonderful year.